If you drive, it's been hard not to notice climbing gas prices over the past several months. But the recent Russian invasion into Ukraine, that's led to a global drop in the supply of crude oil. Now lately, you may have also noticed that diesel prices have soared, and experts say that could have a ripple effect on the economy. Go to your local gas station, and the days of diesel being a cheaper fuel alternative seemingly in the rearview mirror. At this station in Scarborough, the price of diesel hovering around $2.40 a litre. Bad news if you drive a passenger vehicle, worse for those battered by the pandemic.
For small businesses or those who depend on a lot of movement of goods, the higher prices are going to be tough for them to take.
Richard Masson at the University of Calgary School of Public Policy says combined with general higher inflation we're seeing, the transportation sector feeling the pinch.
It's always a problem when people are facing higher prices that they can't pass on. And certainly coming out of COVID, there's a lot more companies who are in a weaker position. They racked up bank debt. They don't have as much capacity to absorb these things. So it's one of the challenges.
Dr. Faiza Sahanyazan at Simon Fraser University echoing that concern.
For smaller businesses, the situation is usually more adverse as they have access to a smaller pool of transporters and or suppliers.
According to NPRO, diesel is a sign of economic health. The national average a year ago was $1.23 per litre. Today, it sits at $2.06, a wider jump than what we've seen in gas. For transport trucks, trains, and other heavy equipment that rely on diesel, often to move goods, in the end, that means customers generally pay more. No immediate signs relief is on the way either.
We're trying to reduce what we can, and again, using energy efficient vehicles and fleet, minimizing idle time and so forth.
Joseph Reed is a representative with the Ontario Good Roads Association and oversees Belleville's transportation department. His city buys hundreds of thousands of litres of diesel to operate buses and snowplows.
When there's fluctuations in fuel pricing, we as a municipality do feel the brunt of it.
They've had to boost their budget to account for it. Like many other government entities, locked-in contracts and hedging partially helping to offset things. Closer to home, GO Transit, Up Express, and the TTC all relying on diesel, and staff say they're closely monitoring prices. No indications yet if it will impact what riders pay. Meanwhile, hopes remain the situation improves.
Refining is not a simple business, and trying to meet demand, that changes quite often is a real challenge. But hopefully we'll be able to get more supply on the market here to help keep prices reasonable.
For more on this story, go to citynews.ca. In Toronto for City News, I'm Nick Westoll.